All right, let's talk about something I think we all struggle with saying no without that wave of guilt washing over you. We're going to dive into how you can start reclaiming your personal peace, one no at a time. So let me ask you something and be honest. Does this sound familiar? You feel your own peace just slipping away because you're constantly saying yes to what feels like everyone else's demands? If you're nodding your head right now, trust me, you are not alone. So first, let's break down this habit of the constant yes. It seems like the right thing to do, the nice thing to do, but it can actually be a trap, one that's draining your peace without you even realizing it. Because what really happens when you're always agreeing to things? You get caught in this crazy cycle of just being overcommitted. And before you know it, you feel completely stressed out, totally overwhelmed, and here's the kicker. You might even start to feel a little bit resentful of the very people you're trying to please. But why? Why is it so incredibly hard to just say no? Well, that brings us to the real heart of the matter, this myth of selfishness. We've got to unpack the real reason this is such a struggle. And the biggest thing standing in our way isn't that we don't have enough time or that we want to do everything. No. The biggest obstacle, the one thing that trips us all up, is that one powerful feeling, guilt. And this, right here, this is the mental switch we have to flip. The myth we've been told, or that we tell ourselves, is that saying no is selfish. But the truth? The reality is that saying no is an act of self-respect. It's about valuing yourself and your own well-being. So let's get to the good stuff, the power of no. This isn't about being negative or unhelpful. It's about a really powerful reframe that can honestly change everything for you. And the key concept here is something called emotional protection. I want you to think about your energy like a battery. It's limited, right? Emotional protection is just the simple act of guarding that battery, of protecting your energy so you don't end up resentful and completely burned out. Because what happens if we don't guard that energy? We end up on this pathway to burnout. It's a predictable chain reaction. First, you overcommit. That drains your energy. That feeling of being drained leads to resentment. And if you keep going down that path, it leads straight to total burnout. It's a cycle, but the good news is it's a preventable one. Okay, so we've seen the problem and we've talked about a new way to think about it. Now for the best part, reclaiming your peace. This is the ultimate payoff, the reason we're even talking about this. Let's just put this idea front and center because it's so important. I want you to really let this sink in. Saying no is not selfish. It is a fundamental act of self-respect, and it is a necessary form of emotional protection. At the end of the day, it all boils down to this one simple, powerful idea. Your peace is your priority. It's not some kind of luxury item. It's an absolute necessity. So I want to leave you with a little challenge, a question to really think about. What is one no, just one, that you can say this week to protect your peace? It might feel like a small step, but I promise you the impact can be huge.